Welcome to Yosemite National Park. Covering a vast area, this incredibly diverse landscape attracts millions of visitors each year. The towering granite cliffs, stunning waterfalls, and sequoia groves. Its mountain lakes and river valleys led conservationist John Muir to say,
"It is by far the grandest of all the special temples of nature I was ever permitted to enter."
Black bears, mountain lions, and mammoths live here. But I've come to Yosemite to learn about its medicinal plants from a local expert.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Valley of Awani in the land of the Southern Sierra Miwok and Mono Lake Paiute. My name is Ranger Ben.
Nice to meet you, Ranger Ben. Thank you for joining Juliette's Kitchen.
Sure.
We're going to go on a bit of an exploration to discover some of the plants that the Native Americans used to use in Yosemite Valley. And I have to say, it's absolutely stunning here.
It's a beautiful office.
Yeah.
Can't complain about the view.
So what are some of the things that we're going to see?
We'll look at some soaproot, manzanita, deer brush, and before we finish up, we'll take a look at the hazelnut and bay laurel.
Wow, amazing. Well, let's go.
Just like the green.
So just put the whole thing in?
Just put the whole, watch out, there's a wide seed. Just taste it. That's what you call pucker power.
What's this one called?
This is Arctostaphylos viscida. This is sticky leaf or white leaf manzanita. So there are little glandular hairs on here. That's where it gets the sticky from. You take the newest spring growth here, chop it up, a little water to cover and boil it till it turns silvery gray. Used for eye wash and for poison oak.
Okay, so it would take the inflammation down, would it? So can you eat it raw or do you have to boil it first?
Cook it to use it.
So when the berries were collected,
Yeah.
they're put in a basket.
And they're crushed up, put in a basket, over an empty basket, and then a basket of cold water is poured over that, put it back over the empty basket, pour it back through about half a dozen times, and makes a cider-like drink. Tart.
Amazing. So would it be a fermented one?
No,
Not fermented, just
drunk.
like a juice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a lemonade or a limeade, just for refreshing on hot days.
Oh, amazing.
And this plant can be used to make a soap.
Oh, so a bit like soap nuts?
Yeah.
So would they...
Do you have any water?
Yes, I've got a bit of water. Oh, this is exciting.
And rub them together very vigorously.
Okay.
The seeds are a little tougher than the flowers are.
That smells nice.
Good, but you can hear it, just that little
Yeah,
bit.
it's got.
You can feel it a little
You can
bit.
feel, definitely. You can feel more than you can see. It's definitely got a bit of.
It's better with the flowers.
Right.
Yeah.
The
So
flowers
you would
really
use the
lather
flour.
it.
You'd get the flour up, down, put some water on, and then rub it together, and that would create a nice soap for you to wash your clothes or your skin with.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's in the lily family, and they will get, as they mature, get tall flower stems with very thin branches, very small flowers. It's called soaproot.
Soap.
You can eat it. You can, as it bakes, some of the sap comes outside and makes a glue-like substance.
Okay.
You can pulverize it, mix it in the water, and it binds the oxygen, and so the fish float to the top. So as you're bathing, you can catch dinner. This plant, unlike daffodils or other plants that have very thin paper-like substance around the back. Not through the village, bud.
No bites? Okay, sorry.
Instead of papers like onions or daffodils or other bulbs, it has a very thick layer of coarse fibers
Okay.
that resemble coconut fibers in texture and appearance. And so they would peel those off, and because it was growing around a bulb, they had a natural curve. And so they would stack them all up, tie up the thin ends of the fibers, clean them out with a twig or bone awl, and make a hairbrush or a cleaning brush. So this is one of the multi-use plants in the Indian market.
God, you can do so much with it, and you can eat it.
And you can eat it.
What bit do you eat?
The bulb.
The bulb. Okay. And this was called soaproot.
Soaproot.
Douglas fir.
And the needles in this early stage, when they're still really soft, were collected and stored for the winter.
Am I eating it?
Yeah, put it in your teeth and chew it. Tell me what it tastes like.
That's strong. Tastes very sweet.
It's citrus.
Mmm.
Yeah?
Mmm. Very lemony.
Very high in vitamin C.
Oh, nice.
And so you dry it, pick it now, dry it, make teas in the winter, or you can make fresh tea.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
So you get your dose of vitamin C.
Douglas fir, can you do that with any of the pines?
No.
Okay.
The white fir, which is the one down here, has
Yep.
flatter sprays, has a much higher level of terpene in
Okay.
it, and makes it very bitter.
Okay.
Very bitter. But not very good to eat.
Beautiful. That tasted absolutely delicious.
We have a bigger one in the back, and if you're fortunate enough to beat the squirrels and the birds and the bears, you might actually get a nut off of it.
The leaves are so beautiful and soft and furry. So, would you eat the leaves or would you just
the nuts.
Just eat the nuts.
And the wood, the young straight shoots were used for basketry because they're very tough. You use in your kitchen.
Ah, is this a bay tree?
This is the bay laurel.
Oh, amazing. I love that smell.
It's really nice when it's fresh. The bay laurel has two very important parts in Indian culture. One is to keep the bugs away.
Ah, bug
So when
repellent.
I go out hiking, I'll get 4, 5, 6 leaves, crush them up really well,
Yeah.
and just rub them on all the exposed skin and tuck them up in my hair, and it helps keep the muzzies away.
Brilliant.
Additionally, this tree, in a good wet year, has nice little pale greenish white flowers, and it grows a fruit kind of like a small avocado. It
Okay.
looks just like a baby avocado.
Okay.
And inside the skin is a large pit.
Yeah.
And so when the fruits start to fall on the ground and the skin turns black, they would gather them, mash that mush off the outside, take that large pit, take the papery skin off of that, and then they could roast those nuts and eat them.
Wow.
They call them bay nuts or pepper nuts.
Bay nuts or pepper nuts. Incredible. And it's got such a beautiful smell. I'm being eaten a bit by mosquitoes, so I'm going to try the trick of rubbing it all over. Amazing.
Finally.
That's brilliant.
All right, this is Yosemite Falls. This is the tallest waterfall in North America. The greeting that I gave earlier is hello, welcome to the Valley of Ahwahnee. Ahwahnee is the name of the valley, and as you look up to the cliffs, you see the jaggedness up there reminds one of being inside a giant's mouth full of jagged teeth.
Wow.
So the name Ahwahnee means place like a gaping mouth.
Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
sharing all this wonderful information. I could spend days and days and days with you.
We're coming back.
We are.